It's a perfect situation.
Another backyard project. This summer house I've had for about 12-15 years, and for the past few years we just basically used it as a dumping ground. As you can see, the felt came off the roof and it got wet, and we just haven't cared for it. So we're going to alter this into something that's going to be useful space. We've had a bit of a sort out in here, but not much. But there's also a lot of wood that has been stored in here to keep it semi-dry. So I did a lot of burning of wood yesterday, and some of the magazines and that, and some of the cardboard, because I've got loads of cardboard. I don't need to save it. So yesterday I had a burn, and this is the ash that's left. So today I'm going to have another burn. I've got some pallet collars where the wood had rotted away, so I just broke them down as much as I could do, put them in to burn, and then took out the metal, which obviously wouldn't burn. But I'll show you what the fire's like when it's going. Mason's having fun barking. As you can see, the fire doesn't take long to get started. So when I came out here, I emptied the ash from yesterday's burn on the paving slabs, and there's still warmth to it, so I've just raked it out a bit to help it cool, although it won't cool that much since I'm next to the fire. But this is where I'm burning. In here is now empty, apart from some cardboard and that I will use at a later time or burn. I've had enough. Second day of burning, but you can see how bad this roof is, and yeah, so the roof really needs coming off, and we'll do other things with it. And this is how it is so far. The roof is off, and the front and the doors are off. These were the wood for the archway that was in front of the garage. We've just cut them down and put supporting struts on, and they will hold a roof. This is a total of 6.5 foot by 5 foot, and I wonder if you can guess what it's going to be yet. But we're calling it a day. We've done enough. Well, Chaz said he's done enough. I'm just planting some more things out in the garden. But it's a building site again. Well, dumping ground. And a building site this side. But it'll get sorted, same as it did before. The sun is low, but this is the second day. It's going to be over a week until Lurch can do some more on it, and possibly by the stuff that is going to be the roof. So I've just loaded everything in it that I'm not going to use for a while, and so I've reclaimed my garden, which is these paving stones so I can do some washing and peg it out, or laundry and peg it out. But there it is on the second day. A few days later, and I've got it sorted as much as I can do at the moment because it's not exactly what I want, but it will be. I'm sorry about the noise. I've got me potting station here, me plant pots and trays there, and some compost. I've got me filthy dirty gardening apron, but I've got everything to carry on until it is finished. See you later. Any guesses? This is what Lurch has been building for me. It was my old summer house that we basically were using it just as a dumping ground for things. So we emptied it out, dismantled it because the roof was really bad, and used what we could, what we got around here that needed using up, because obviously we've got a lot of wood that we have used in this, and here it is now. And you know how I like things to have two uses. This will have two uses instead of one use, dumping ground summer house with a bad roof. Now this has got two really good uses. First of all, there's my gardening apron, filthy, but doesn't matter. I have got 3 bays in here, so these are going to be 3 compost bays. We're on that principle of filling one and then letting it settle and finish off while you start the next one. Then you move the first to the middle, start another pile, and then you move the third to the middle, and the middle will become your compost, because I intend on making more compost than I have done before. So a 3-bay compost system, I couldn't do it with the pallets because 1, I haven't got pallets, and 2, I haven't got the space, and 3, I don't think they look very nice. So this is what we came up with, because now it's covered, and in summer when it's too hot and I've got no space for propagating in my greenhouse, it's just for putting the seedlings in, which you saw in my garden tour. This is where I can actually pot on, start seeds off. I've got my trays, the compost will be here. I've got my bag of compost on the go anyway, and I've got all the pots, so I've got everything I need right here, apart from water, so I've got a watering can, and I can come out here and pot up without baking in the greenhouse and taking up space in the greenhouse. So that's just a pile of cardboard that Lurch has just pulled apart for me, and their pots and everything, because it's at the moment it's storing things. But when I crop my onions and garlic, when I have more garlic than I've got this year, I can use this as a drying area for them, so it doesn't take up space in my garage. I can't use it for potatoes because obviously light will get to the potatoes, so they will be going in the garage. But this is just utilising what we got, so it's cost us nothing but time. If it lasts a few years, that's better than the summer house where I wouldn't be surprised if we have a high wind anytime it would have actually collapsed in on itself because the roof was that bad. But this is what we've been up to. Thank you. Bye.
It's a perfect situation.